Welcome back. It's time for Infused versus Orbit. We're going to jump straight onto the main stage now here at EGL12. And we're going to get on board with these two teams. It's Domination Octane once again, as these two big names in Call of Duty are about to go to war.
Absolutely. And currently Infused are in the lead. It's 15-9 momentarily. 1 minute has already gone down. And yeah, Infused really dominating this the map at the moment.
And most certainly are. Let's actually jump on board. Momo looking like he's just trying to hold this triple cap in. And it's going to be a triple cap straight away for Infused here. And kind of a little tidbit about Infused here. If Jake wins EGL this time, it'll be 3 on the trot with him and Infused. The only man from Infused that has actually survived every single EGL. Well, I say survived, he just got picked up recently. But you catch my meaning.
Yeah, and on the other side, we have Orbit, obviously, who have picked up Wongi not too long ago instead of Jacko. Yeah, I mean, very interesting lineup as well. But currently 3 down now for Orbit, and Infused definitely shouting very loud to make sure that Orbit know what's going on.
Well, now jumping on board with Watson. He's in the power position here on the sunken Jeep. Can he try and hold it down? It does seem this is all going Infused way at the moment. So Watson picks up another one, sitting up with Jake, and you can actually hear them get fired up on the main stage now. They refuse to bow out here as they're continuing to put the hammer down against Orbit. And you remember this kind of big rivalry for Jake at the same time, as he actually left his squad just over a week ago.
Absolutely, and Watson just making sure that no one passes him through on the right-hand side, really doing work here with his AR. Switches over to the Vector, just waiting for someone to cross, picks up another kill on Lewis, and they're going for the 3-cap once again. Watson can't be killed. They just yeah.
Just incredible trying to get there. Wongi picking up a 2-piece. They need to really get into this one here as Watson is continuing to go. He eventually gets shut down. Let's jump on board with Lewis from Orbit now. They've got to stop this bleed, Marius. It's 57-21, and none of them are really able to match up to the slaying power Infused are bringing to the fore.
Absolutely. 40-point lead within the first 3 minutes. This is insane. I really wasn't I didn't think this was going to happen.
No, I was expecting a close game, but eternally Infused have turned up at EGL, ready to do serious damage. And on board with Enduro now, they seriously need to do some work. He's coming round here, he's looking at Blue Bin. Wongi's dropping down at the same time. I think they want a triple cap of their own as they start to move in. They've managed to get beat. It's a 2-1 cap now. They can bring this deficit down before the second half and make it a fairer game then. Here comes Enduro. He's going to pick up a kill as well. They're continuing to push forward. He needs to pick up the second, does not manage to get it. JT coming forward to shut him down with his teammates. And it's going to be all down for Infused, and now it could be the reversal of fortune.
Absolutely, and they definitely need this. They definitely need to bring that deficit back. It's come back now to a 35-point difference between Infused and Orbit. And Orbit have really just changed the table, and this is good news. But JT there picking up another kill on Lewis.
Look at this, triple cap coming in full effect. And it's going to be like a complete turnaround. Orbit have clearly fed up of the cat calls from across the main stage and have now brought it to them. And they've got to try and do some damage here. I mean, unfortunately, their lead is just disappearing second by second as the triple cap is still on. It's still there. JT now going back. They need a home flag desperately. Absolutely,
and no sounds coming from Infused anymore. 45 seconds left on the clock. 15-point deficit. In favour of it.
Big 2-piece by Wongi. Huge kill from him there. 36 seconds left and 10-point. It's only a 10-point deficit now. This is ridiculous.
What a comeback from Orbit. They're not scoring a single point right now.
At the rate this is currently going, it could be Infused, after leading by over 30 points, will end up behind in the second half. How on earth has this gone this way? JT now moving forward. He picks up one. Can he continue to try and stop this bleed? There's a second one there. JT picks up a 2-piece. They need to do something. They are going to be losing here. There's nothing they're going to do. They've held them in the 3-cap for almost a full minute and a half. And there we go, 73-69.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, what a comeback.
Pricey. That was probably the best game I've seen today. Well, and it was only one half, so yeah, Orbit are in the lead by 4 points, which is nothing on domination. But I mean, to come back from, as you said, over a 30-point lead, I mean, yeah.
That was ridiculous. I mean, Infused, we're going to just run them into the floor, and all of a sudden Orbit found their feet, stopped. I mean, Wongi made that 2-piece, And I said it was a critical 2 misses to make. I didn't think it was going to turn the entire game on its head, and it did.
Definitely.
So, you actually see, we're currently on Team Infused on your board there. Not actually in the correct order. Going from left to right, it's going to be Jake, Momo, Watson, and JT. I said they're looking a little bit dejected considering just how pumped they were over 2 minutes ago. That's a very different face of Infused.
Yeah, so we're just waiting. As we were waiting, we're just going to jump on board with the orbit lineup from left to right. So we've got Wongi, Endura, Lewis, and Bounce on the right-hand side.
I don't really want to talk about it, but that's some serious hair. That's impressive. There we go. Let's get on board in the second side of domination now and see how on earth this side is going to play out. Can you believe the comeback? I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. Will Infuse now stand up and be counted and come back into this one, or are Orbit going to run over them again?
I can't say it. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see.
Two top teams able to hold each other in a 3-cap for quite a long period of time. So let's jump on board now, and we're going to go on board with, you know what, we've got to watch Wongi there. I mean, he made some clutch kills, the double nade to stop them getting a home flag and continue to put them in the lead. Like I said, 4 points now in favour of Orbit versus Infused. It's one of the first big games of the day, and it's already turned out to be a corker.
And this is actually, this is the best of 5 series. This is map number 1. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be a really, really good game.
It most certainly will. So let's actually jump on board with, I'm going to stay on board with Wongi actually. I changed my mind very briefly there. You can see people getting pumped in the hall here at EGL12. Wongi, MTAR in hand. Let's see how he's going to play this one.
So I guess he's just going to, oh, no, okay, he switches his direction. So there are 3 players from Orbit actually pushing down this right-hand side. Wongi pushing down bottom pawn, sees one player, picks up for the first kill on Jake. So what's he going to do? He's actually pushing straight to the home base. Ooh, nearly gets a kill on JT, gets taken down though. JT picking up a 2-piece here.
Momo going for the flank. He's always the player on Infused to do this as well. He's always the guy who kind of makes the sacrifice for his team. He gets a lot of flack from a lot of the team players here who don't really rate him. But at the moment, this is a great play. He's distracting on B. B is going to be held. Can he hold it off? He's got the neutralise. Can he dip out? That's why he's going to be a player around the corner. Not able to pick that one up. JT, though, continuing to push forward. At the moment, they have got the advantage here.
Yeah, so Infused have got the 2-cap running. Oh my God, JT just ripping Endura's face there.
Guy just jumped straight into his gun sight. JT taking him down, but Infused look a little bit more confident now. They're setting up a battle line. They're not going to take anything for granted here. They were so confident last time, and it backfired. As Orbit said, we can triple cap you as well.
Definitely. So it could happen once again. Infused, the more dominated team at the moment, but yeah, this doesn't mean anything. Jake is actually on the C flag once again. They're playing so aggressive, going for these 3-caps. This is amazing.
So there's Jake now putting shots down. Oh, has to reload at the wrong time. Come around, doesn't matter. Triple cap now.
Wow. And Infused JT, 8 and 3 right now. Momo not picked up a kill just
Oh no,
yet.
Momo. Oh, I managed to get it though. That was lucky for him. He did manage to pick that one up after taking the shots. And it's going to be held off there by shot ball that play. Where is he? It's going to be Jake holding off once again. He doesn't manage to do it. It looks like they're now going to be able to get this one back. But Orbit are now faltering against Fuse in the first half of this once again. It's 40-11. Can they do some sort of comeback again?
So the 30-point lead here for Infused. I mean, it would be absolutely insane if Orbit came back to this, but Infused actually have 2 down. Wongi picking up Jake, and we have Momo here just sitting on the B domination, just waiting for one of the Orbit players to come and push him there. Watson with the double nades, making sure that no one can push through Petrol side.
For me, this game has all been about JT at the moment. If this guy is firing on all cylinders, there's nothing Orbit can do to stop him. Watson picking up a kill, currently on board with not able to pick up that second one. Jake throwing the nades out, desperately trying to hold down B. They've gone in, he's not managed to get it. This is the opportunity Orbit have been waiting for. They need to get this deficit back. They have 4 points in the pocket from the first half. Can they try and do some work now?
Absolutely. Jake getting taken down from Wongi. This is good news for Orbit. They need to hold, do they need to hold this 2-cap or do they need to push for the 3-cap?
It'll be 24 points. I don't think it's just enough. Realistically, they need to try and just... And you know what? Actually, they might be able to hold this. It's only a 30-point difference. And they get that 24. No, it would just be not enough by the smallest of margins. 2 points.
Right.
Is what it will actually be going forward. will be the difference, so they have to go for a neutralise.
Absolutely, but this is the orbit. They're pushing straight through to this.
Jura has to do something here.
Can he pick up that kill?
Oh, no. How many bullets had to shoot through somebody? And now, did he see him? I think he did. He's going to come back round, take him down. Should be a really big kill. The triple cap is going to come on, and this is exactly what they need. 1 minute 35 left. They can't do this again. Surely not. Orbit cannot triple cap Infused in the last couple of minutes and hold it again. That would be absolutely crushing for Infused.
And Endura he hasn't been spotted yet.
Oh, does get taken down.
1
Trying to
minute
clear
20.
house.
So Infused are just about to cap the C flag. They are still, if Orbit hold this, they will take the win.
Yeah, they will. They just need to hold the 2-1. And it's looking like Infused have thrown away that lead once again as 3 of them go down. Orbit seem to have some sort of secret power in the last minute and a half of a game, just completely run over teams, and Infused are looking like they're faltering again.
Absolutely. Rel actually holding his head in his hands, can't
believe
this happening now.
30-point advantage 2 times, and it's just slipping out of their fingers second by second. Another neutralise coming in. Watson desperately trying to do some work here. C gone back in the favour. It's a triple cap again. Infused have to do something unbelievable now.
I can't believe I'm watching this. This is absolutely insane. The Orbit, they are actually back in the lead now by 4 points, so they have altogether they have a lead of 9 points. So I think that's it.
It certainly is, and that is going to be game over.
Wow.
Orbit, 2 times, 2 halves, come back from 30 points down to win both halves of the domination. That's just it was almost a game of quarters, really.
Yeah.
Infused, Orbit. How on earth did it fall like that?
Wow.
But there we go. We're going to go into the next one now. It will be Search and Destroy, which is what we will be watching after this, and it's going to be on Warhawk.
Yep. So I think we're going to just jump into a quick break.
No, I think we're going to hold on. I think JT is the man I want to talk about a little bit here.
Okay.
The guy started off 7-0 on that second half, and he ended up 10-12. They just managed to shut him down. He was not able to play his game. And I said, Orbit just come out of nowhere. I mean, Wongi, he was, if you remember correctly, last time he was here at Sheffield was the first time he ever played on LAN. And he didn't have the greatest tournament. A lot of people were expecting big things from him. Yeah. I think now he's getting that LAN experience under his belt. He's really starting to come into his own as a player. And that is clearly what we are seeing today.
I mean, what do you think, what was the mistake that Infused, they were in the lead by 30 points, they had the 2 cap, what went wrong?
I think both these teams somehow hard counter each other, and it just kind of depends who gets the better break. And once that's kind of happened there, it's Infused get pumped. Somehow they seem to be a hype team, but they played worse when they were hyped. Right. I don't know how that actually works. They got really pumped up. They were going for it. They triple capped them 30 points ahead, and all of a sudden, complete role reversal, and Orbit sweep them.
I mean, Jake is the new member of old new being picked up not too long ago. What do you think of the new Infused lineup with missing PE now?
I was looking forward to doing some serious work. Jake's fairly confident that he can come top 3 this weekend, or in Jake's word, I think I should probably be able to win it. He really wants to cause an upset. He knows TCM and Epsilon are the favourites. He knows it's a long, hard road, but he said, I've been in this position before. He said, but last time at Sheffield, we weren't the top team either.
Right. Going into, talking a bit about this next map, going to be S&D on Warhawk. And, I mean, Endura, Bounce, and Lewis, known for their S&D skills. What do you think is going to happen?
I think Infused might struggle for the simple reason being they got to be so crushed. To have that kind of pump and have it taken away twice, and they must have just seen the absolute horror in their eyes as they couldn't do anything. They couldn't even hold on to 1 flag, let alone 3 of them for any length of time. Orbit just kept putting them on the back foot. Realistically, like we said there, when we looked at the score, we knew all they had to do was hold 1 flag.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it. In the turn, they couldn't even hold a single flag. They got triple cap for a good period of time, and it's just unbelievable to come back from 30 points deficit twice in the same map is just ridiculous.
Absolutely. So the guys are just setting up their classes here for the next map, which is going to be S&D on Warhawk in this best of 5 series. Orbit leading this series now 1-0, and
it's the hair. It's Wongy's hair. It's got to be. That is seriously impressive. It always has been. Just really, I can't get over it. This is the best thing ever. It doesn't look real. Such a sort of attachment.
I mean, I've heard that you get a bit of slack.
I get a bit of slack. Jesus.
Regarding the hair business, but
we're waiting now for the search and destroy. Just trying to get this game underway. I think, as I said, the players are just going to try and change all their classes as they usually do, and then we'll go into it. So I apologise if sound in the venue will, of course, be cut down, so we don't give away too much when we start screaming and shouting about a player going either which way. So you guys at home, fortunately, will get the full commentary from us. So I'm just waiting for it now. It's going to be Warhawk, like I said.
right, okay. So, I mean, what do you think of the event itself so far, Brycey?
It's pretty much like the same time I came to Sheffield last time, which a lot of people, it's one of their favourite venues and favourite events that EGL actually do. Of course, it's no Blackpool, but it's good enough for purpose.
Definitely. I mean, it's my first time that I'm attending an EGL, and I mean, 64 teams actually signing up, which is, you know, really, really, really good. And yeah.
Well, as far as I know, I think the important things like the schedule is going fantastically today. We are way ahead from what I know, which I say with a little bit of dread in my voice, because usually I say that and then we go about 17 hours behind and we'll be here till 3 a.m. It's Chris Marsh's fault usually. Oh, there we go. Search and Destroy is currently up. It's going to be Warhawk, Orbit versus Infused. Guys, if you are on Twitter, start sending those tweets in. It's at EGL. You guys, who do you think is going to win this one? Because for me, it's anybody's game.